I don't know what in me. I don't know what in me made me want to collect this stuff so badly, but it was just like a drive. Now what? 7 and 8 won't always be to the west as the last several years. They'll go every which way. Notice the difference? Bob?
Well,
as far as the pattern. Now the old forms had some really now that was scrape off. You don't see that stuff much, but I think he went to the books more in those days.
In those tapes I made copies of from the old, the forms look quite a bit different than the patterns. I mean, it was still the 26 moves and stuff with the movement.
Yeah, well, it always was, but like most of you guys, I don't know if you've ever seen one like this, but it's just the start of it. But it's kind of neat. They'll go here, they'll open, here. You just don't see stuff like that. And that was actually coming out of the robes of a monk. Coming out of his robes. Neat stuff. Watch this. Smooth.
It's got to be at least 65 there.
Now, as long as this film is in here, I do want to show you guys something, just to laugh at. I'm going to change to go to the other one. That's cool.
Yeah. It's low.
You have any questions in between?
You said it looks like Jimmy works with his back to the front, building more than a lot of people do, doesn't he? He had several things he had back to.
Well, you just talked about not spinning kick, and he ended up doing a move over and over again where he turned.
Which one? I didn't pick it up. What did he do?
Oh, he spun around and he moved his leg.
He stepped around and just stepped through and took him down.
Okay.
That just happened to be
But
that one.
normally,
Very few of them.
he'd hit him first, where he'd be here and he'd do that. Not a lot. He didn't turn his back a whole lot, but there were moves. There was moves where he'd turn back and kick back. There were moves, but percentage-wise, like these guys are doing shows and things, they do 60% spinning kicks and stuff, where maybe he did 5%.
The little time I was in his class, every time he showed a move where there was a spin and a kick or whatever, he says, didn't like it because from here to here you couldn't see the guy. He didn't like it when he couldn't see the guy.
In your basic number 5, do you give the basics? Do the basics?
The basic 45?
The basic 45?
We don't.
They're a little different than Jack's. The way, but when you went up here, you turned your back on this one. Boom. And that wasn't very often, but there was some you did turn your back. A lot of drive though, because you hit him here, and you're coming this way. I mean, it's not totally turning your back.
You keep your eye on him in that.
Yeah. Now what I'm going to show you here is one of you guys have asked me about.
Not too bad.
One of you guys asked me about Jerry Peterson because you've heard about him, but I want you to see this because he's really gone off. Really gone off.
Well, there's no acknowledgement of Jimmy anymore. He's got that hostile control system.
That's good.
Well, that was his fighter in the last UFC. The Saft guy. That was Jerry Peterson's.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy had a lot of talent.
Oh yeah.
Well, this is a little joke we made up, but he likes to put his system is called scars, and he takes, what do you call that when you take the names and make a different? Okay.
Acronym.
Well, we figured his next system after seeing this was going to be Special Urban Combat Killing System.
For those with the slower mics.
There you go, Greg. That's the guy whose ad you brought in, Bob.
Oh.
Remember he had the SCRS, whatever it is.
Right.
Oh, cool. Hope it ain't anything bad. I've got to wind up before it gets going. You hear that thing?
That's, I got that in
Still think
'85
SEPTA
and it's
is
never
a
had to be
free
repaired.
trade agreement
And I
with
used it a
South
lot
Yeah.
before I brought it here. Yeah.
Okay, this is him. Let's go back. You got to see the first part of this.
This is a SAFTA guy?
Because I've never seen him. Did he ever go to Jimmy's?
Oh yeah, he's probably one of the weakest masters Jim ever put out. This guy was teaching the SEALs, and he says he kind of disclaimed Jimmy, and I really got angry about this because he said he went to all the monasteries and got the best of the arts, and then he went out to the desert and meditated for 2 years and came back with this system. Now, you tell me if this looks like a system he's created or where he got this, but you got to see this.
Is this from the tape he market?
Yeah, yeah. And I got so angry that I got some of my students were SEALs, and I sent them back and I said, I'll tell you what, because this is like spitting on Jimmy's grave. I'll take the guy on full bore on your stage, and whoever wins should teach the SEALs. He said, well, you got to make a kill in combat. I said, well, I was a cop a long time. I bet I fought much more than he has on the street. But that really irritated me because I would have liked to hurt him for that.
Are those guys SEALs right there?
Yeah, yeah. And you know, when I first came out, I thought the way he's teaching in scars, they ought to call it body bags, you know? I mean, if it's going to be for SEALs, because he's going to get them killed. But you got to hear this first part. This is a crap. He hides out. He just reappears from time to time. I think he's really having a problem somewhere. This is what I want you to hear. Well, he is very long-winded, yeah.
Is that going backwards or forwards?
Okay. Okay, this should be good.
Effective hand-to-hand combat fighting system for infiltration, extraction, and anti-terrorist missions. They needed a system which was reproducible, able to be quickly mastered, consistent in various environments, and undefeatable in close quarters combat. After an extensive search, the Navy hired Jerry Peterson of Hoyas Corporation to develop this superior fighting system. They chose him for his successful personal field experience, and because he spent 20 years researching and analyzing every available fighting system. Hoyas Corporation developed Special Combat Aggressive Reactionary Systems, or SCARS.
See, he likes these.
After a 6-month trial, the SCARS fighting system met and exceeded all the Navy's requirements. SCARS has now been instructing military special forces for over 5 years. It is considered the most advanced and effective hand-to-hand combat fighting system ever. Most experts agree SCARS is undefeatable. SCARS is used exclusively by the United States Military Special Forces, and information is guarded for security reasons. Details pertaining to SCARS have never been and cannot be shown to civilians. In 1992, however, Jerry Peterson teamed up with Optimum Training Systems to develop a fighting system for civilians using much of the SCARS technology. They set out to develop a fighting system which was quick and easy to learn, does not rely on physical strength, speed, or previous martial arts experience, consists of simple, uncomplicated movements, can be self-taught and self-progressive, and is able to defeat itself. We call it SCARS.
Okay. That's all I could take of that. But let me show you some of the techniques, and you tell me if, you know, they say I've known him for over 20 years, and I really doubt, that's a common name, I really doubt if he made a kill in combat unless he sniped some guy, you know, a little Vietnamese guy at 400 yards or something in his farmer. Because,
We're going to do any lessons they want. We want to show you the prop.
I went to see Jerry doing
Some kid.
So what he's teaching SCARS, we're learning here, right?
the what?
So what he's planning to teach in the...
Well, I'll let you see it, and then you decide what. Well, he's just taken really San Soo. Oh, here's something that's interesting. Now, this is the way I get some of his students, and it's like this is the kind of stuff they do. Now, why would you push this real much? Oh,
Again,
you got.